But I think that what I'm going to do is just do like a little rant. You guys are probably like, oh my god, you made those two last videos about alleged medical kidnap, and now you're gonna have like a rant. Okay, most guys. Okay, well, all right. And it's just so weird because like now it's gonna come out differently because like I'm in such a good mood. Okay, this is not, it's not like a big thing. It's really not. It's just like a tiny little rant that I just want to make, something that's going on with me, you know. Okay. Now, as you guys know, or some of you know, that I am attending a sewing class, right? It's every Friday night, and I was enjoying going, and I think that I was more enjoyed, and I was more happy going at some point, more for the social part of it, you know, because like after the sewing class we would go into the kitchen, and then usually one or two people would cook, and some people would bring stuff, and like we would just socialize and just have a Snapchat. Oh my goodness, Ramona. But we just chill, right? It was just getting to that point because like, okay, I really do like sewing. I really like learning all those things, right? But it was just getting to the point where I wasn't learning anything because apparently they decided that they're going to have twice a week. But so Tuesdays and Fridays. So Tuesdays would be when you actually learn stuff, and then Friday is when you work on your garments that you learned on Tuesday, like anything extra that you've learned. So basically, I'm just like, I'm still on, like, it's been 3 weeks. That's 6 hours of me just working on the collar of a pajama top. And then like I hear comments about, like, from the teacher, like, oh, some people are just still on their pajamas. And I'm like, oh, like, I don't like respond to the teacher because like it's just kind of like, why? Like, what am I gonna get out of it? I heard your rude comment, and then that's it. There's nothing I can literally say like to make her not say that. But then okay, so yeah, so it's just like some cattiness, and like it used to be so much fun, and then it turned from like fun to like people are being a little catty with each other, you know what I mean? I don't know, like I feel that way. And like, I don't know. Okay, so here's the issue. Now there's this like one chick, she's actually on the board of, she's on my residential board of directors, okay? So she thinks she's like some serious hot shit. And I think that she may be watching me, or it will get back to her. So, and people probably know who the hell I'm talking about. Okay. So, yeah, she decided to, on Friday night, like try to get into my face and like, tell me about myself. But I'm like, okay, so let me tell you what happened. All right. Class ends at 8:30. She and another student, they left their tables out. Now the tables where they happen to be sitting at is where all the tables have to be put back, okay? So basically literally nobody put their stuff away until 9 o'clock, until she decided that I'm done with my crafting thing, okay? Literally nobody put their things away. No one. The only one who put their stuff away was me, and the only reason why that was is because where my table was situated was like closer to the kitchen, and my table belonged where like in the corner, and all the other tables belonged where she had all her stuff still out for another half an hour. Like literally nobody could put their stuff together, right? So I decided that I'll put my table away. I unplugged the devices, like the irons and the main switch to all the sewing machines, etc. And so I unplugged that, put my table back. I put my 2 chairs that I had out there, I put on my sewing machine away. I cleaned up all that, and I also put away the ironing boards, right? I put it in the storage unit, and then I got the broom and I swept as much as I possibly could. I had a lot of stuff that was on the floor from me cutting and trimming, so I swept as much as I possibly could, like, you know what I mean? Because like literally she was in the friggin' way, right? I didn't say anything to her because that's not like, you do you, boo, like, but you know, do understand that you are in people's way. Nobody can put any friggin' thing back. You know what I mean? Like, cleanup time was at 8:20, 8:20 to 8:30. Class is literally done. We are all supposed to be either leaving or gather in the kitchen, right? Oh, I'm really so annoyed. Okay, so I did all that. I wasn't gonna stand there like everybody else was standing there. Like they literally were standing there waiting for her like for another half an hour, right? I went into the kitchen, I sat down. So I knew it. Like I know this chick. I know this chick, right? She has like a temper, like I don't know, and she's like that type of person who is just like, she dubs herself like the order of the class. Like, oh, I'm the boss around here. Oh, I'm, you know, I'm hot shit. I'm hot shit, right? I'm like, so you say, right? But anyways, I was sitting in the kitchen, so I see her now that she's all ready with her sewing stuff, like at 9 o'clock at night. So she's like pacing back and forth, right? She's like, I see her. I'm getting prepared for it. I knew she was gonna come and say something. I knew it, right? I knew she was gonna say something to me. She's like clapping her, and she's like looking around, like I don't know, ADHD, like. And then she like sees me out the corner of her eye, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, you need to come in here and you need to like, she's talking just like this. Yeah, you need to come in here and get your stuff together. Like you're supposed to help clean up. Why don't you clean up like everybody else needs to clean up? Like everybody needs, I'm like, I'm looking at her like this. Like, is she crazy? Like literally, I'm like, where did she get off? I'm like, where did she get off talking to me like that? I'm like, are we in the Twilight Zone or something like that? I'm like, literally felt like, how do I respond to a grown woman who's speaking like insane? Like, like, girl, like, calm down. You have something to say to me? Could you come and approach me and tell me something? Because I would have let you know right from there that, listen, nobody literally could not do anything. Not Miss B, not Miss J, not Mr. S, not the other girl's name. Nobody could do anything because your tables are in the way. I cleaned up my area. Now we have to wait on you. That's what I would have told her. Like, we could have talked it out, like, you know. But she's like, no, right? I'm like, what is wrong with her? She was so calm, she was so calm, like doing her art thing. And then even like before, like I was like, oh my God, it's really, really hot in here. And I was like, I was going to turn it down. I don't know. She was like, did you ask anybody else? You know, like, I don't know. I literally don't know why this woman is like always after me. Like, I don't know. She's rude as like, anyway, yeah. So I'm like, I don't even want to go to this class anymore. I really don't. I'm not like learning anything because they changed up the schedule. I can't go to classes on Tuesday. Like she said something to me like that, trying to bark at me. Oh, she just said this, right? I forgot this part. And then she was like this. She was like, don't worry, girl. Don't worry. We'll feed you. We'll feed you. She's talking to me like so ghetto. I was like, oh my God, like I can't. When people talk to me like that, I'm just like, I can't. I cannot, because like I don't know, you're barking at me and I don't know how to respond to you. You're just totally not open to talking, like at all. Like, what am I supposed to do? So like at this point, like guys, like you know how like the big stress of the month that I've been having, like so like I'm trying to tell her, like I feel myself getting a little loud with her, and I didn't like that. I didn't like how I was just like, but I'm trying to like have her hear me. Like I'm like, listen, I can't say her name, right? But I'm like, listen, you had your stuff out. Nobody could put their stuff away. I was able to put what I had away, but she didn't want to hear it. Like I was trying to like tell her something, but she was like, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, whatever. So yeah, but I didn't like the fact how she was like this. She was like, we'll feed you. I'm like, girl, you'll feed me because like I gave you money for like the seafood last time and you decided to cook it on a Tuesday, which you know I mentioned it like 3 times each class. I don't come on Tuesdays. You don't have any children, and everybody else in the room, they either don't have children or their children are adults now, right? I'm the only one who had adolescent children. I need to be home. I have to bathe them, I have to cook them, I have to clean house, I have to do the most, right? And then my little one has to be in bed at 8:30. Class ends at 8:30. That I literally cannot be here. But she was like she's trying to make me feel like bad for being here. I'm like, this is not your friggin' class, lady. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, there's something, I don't know. Just like, she's got like a temper, like, oh my God. So anyways, so now I'm like, and do you think I got up? Do you think I got up? And I was like, no. Anyways, she was like, oh, she comes out, she has her coat on. She was like, oh, you know what? No, I gotta go. I'll be back. Pack me up some. I gotta go, right? So it was like it was so freaking funny. So she goes out. It's pouring rain, right? It's literally pouring rain. I don't know what the temperature out was. Maybe like 20 degrees, but it's altering from pouring rain to like actually hailing, but the really small little bulbs, right? Pouring rain and like hailing. And so it's forming ice on the ground, right? It was so hysterical. I felt like she came back, and I'm like, I felt like saying, and I said it in my head. I felt like said, so did you have fun ice skating? I don't know. It was just really funny. It was more funnier in my head. It was like, it's pouring rain out there, huh? I don't know. This chick is like, I don't know, something else. I could say something more about her, but like, I don't know. Like, she's just very snooty and snobby. And like, you know what? I don't have any problem saying that about her on my channel, because like, I've literally tried to be nice to this woman. Like, oh my God, like literally, like she is the same one who at the Christmas party, right? Was it the Christmas party? Yes, it was the Christmas party. Okay. So at the end of the Christmas party, right? It was like the end of the party, and they had made an announcement on the microphone. Hey everybody, if you had gotten your picture taken, you haven't gotten your picture yet, please come up and get ready to get your picture off the table, right? But just come up and you know, do that. They made they made an actual announcement, so I'm up there. Now these tables, like the photographer is working the house, like, oh my God, he's just really working so hard. So like, he looked like he was just like, like he just looked stressed. He was working 4 hours straight, taking photos, then fixing them on the computer, and then he would have to like print them out on like this little thing. So he's like, and there was like 400 people that night, something like that, about 400 people. Okay, so he's literally like working like, right? There's like, and then his workspace is totally like cut off, like, you know, by these big long thick tables. Okay, and I wasn't bothering. I was about 2 feet away from the table, yeah, about 2 feet away, because every time I would put a picture down, I would go ahead and look, right? But I was not bothering this photographer. I was not talking to the photographer. I wasn't doing anything. This same chick who did this to me on Friday, right? She comes up, looks at me, rolls her eyes, sucks her teeth. I told these people to step away from the table. And then the photographer's like, huh? She's like, I told these people to step away. I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, they don't know how to listen. And he was like, then he looks at me. He was like, yeah. Like, he's like, yeah. You know, like, because he's trying to work. 4 hours of him just busting ass, right? And I looked at her. I'm like, I didn't say anything to her, but I'm just like looking at her smiling, because I'm like, well, you know, like, you're really dumb ass, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, these type of people, you literally can't say anything to them, because it's just like, it's only going to turn into an argument, because they can't comprehend, or like understand like their malbehavior, right? But I'm looking at her, I'm like, girl, the only person who was getting in his way was you approaching him for an ear and having a conversation to complain to him about something that he's not even paying attention to. So I'm just like looking at her like, oh, you're really a hot mess. But she tried to do that to me last night, and I'm just like, I don't know what her problem is. So it's just like, whatever. I'm not really happy like going to the sewing class anymore. Like I said, like I feel like kind of just going just to piss her off. I don't know. But then again, like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's whatever. I might just call and just be like, or maybe I'll show up next Friday and be like, hey, this is going to be my last class, and it was really lovely working with you, boo, 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 the teacher's name, you know, that type of thing. Just to say goodbye and thank you for teaching me what you've taught me thus far. And then, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. So it looks like, you know, I'm not trying to run. I'm done with the class. I'm done with it. 3 weeks on a caller. Because I'm literally not, everybody's so ahead of me because they're in the Tuesday class. Like, I'm literally not doing anything. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's whatever. So, what else? Anything else? You know what? I was organizing my papers up there. Somebody who's watching me on YouTube, they're getting a little obsessed with me. I feel like this was like around the time that I was doing tarot card readings online, and somebody was like reaching out the house to everybody, talking about, if she doesn't stop doing tarot card readings, I'm going to call the government. I'm going to let them know that she's doing something that she's illegally doing, right? She needs a permit to do that, right? So like some of my viewers, like they contacted me. They were like, hey, I don't know who this chick is, but she sounds like she's really like just the most, and she said that if you don't stop doing tarot card readings, she's going to like report you, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I looked it up and I'm like, okay, you actually do need a permit. But it's like, it's literally like, you have to be living here for more than, I don't know, 3 years, I think it was. I was born here. And then also you just need a permit. Like, so basically you need an LLC or something like that, like a permit. It's literally costs you like $50, and then it turns into a business, so you can pay taxes and stuff like that. Okay, so at that time, that was like back in January or something like that. I just stopped doing them because I don't know. Actually, yeah, I stopped doing them. Okay, but like. Then I got like this letter. I totally was going to tell you guys. I got 2 letters. It says from the Internal Revenue Service, and it says, in this letter, we'll report the status of the request we received. We've enclosed the transcript that you requested in January 9th, 2017. I swear to God, I've never requested. Can I see my the taxes that I once paid back in 2014 and 2015? Somebody requested these, like they may have went on, I don't know, they got my information and decided like, yeah, I want to see what she's got. Yeah, tax period, December 2015, saying that I requested these transcripts. I never requested these transcripts. Like, I literally can't show you because it has all my information on there, but like, this is what I got. It says them. Okay. Internal Revenue. So I got like 2 of them. One for 2014, one 2015. This was like back in January. Like, I'm like, I gotta tell these people about that. Like, Chica, I know it's a woman. What more? Right? Stop being obsessed with me. Stop. Like, you don't have to worry about it. I have a suspicion on who it is, because this person who was like attacking my, like, I don't know. There was somebody who was like attacking my child at some point. Somebody was not happy about me making the No Scam Diago videos or something like that. Yeah, something like that. And I had put a video out of my child singing "Take Me Home." He was singing like baseball song. I thought it was really cute. But then somebody would like made a comment. It was like the same person who was just like stalking and harassing me. Like I would block them. They would make a new account. And then they made a comment about how I'm Miss Rotten Apple and that my kids are like, they were threatening my kids and everything, like, you know what I mean? And I finally blocked them. Maybe perhaps they got like tired of me because I wasn't really responding. I just block. Every time I make an account, I block, right? I didn't necessarily have to know who it was. Anybody who's just that insane, I block them, right? So I think she just got sick and tired of it. But then like recently I had saw somebody and like the person who was like bothering me, I think it was her, like come to find out that she does tarot card readings. And I'm like, interesting. I'm like, damn girl, were you just that jealous of the best work that I do? Because I do pretty damn good. Out of the like 15 ones that I've done, everybody says that I've only got like one person who was just like, no, girl, no. And I honestly think that that person didn't like the reading because she didn't like hearing what I had to say. But I did that reading twice, and they both said that what it said. She wasn't happy with the outcome of it, but I'm sorry. I tell you the truth. But anyways, yeah. So I think that I know who it was. I don't know. It was just really, really weird. Just one day, like, somebody suggested, oh, on Periscope, like, hey, go watch so-and-so. And then I go ahead and I do it. And then, like, the person is, like, actually doing a tarot card reading. I'm like, that's really interesting. Like, this is the same person who I was having issues in my comment section where I had to, like, shut it down. I had to shut down the comment section and everything because it was just insane, right? Yeah, I'll put up with no bullshit. Like, and she's not going to attack my family, right? So yeah, then I get this friggin' thing. It was like right around the same time. Like that's, I don't know, like somebody was like being very obsessive. Like stop it, just come on. Like life cannot be that boring or sad or I don't know. And if it is, go fix it. Don't come here and like start harassing me. Like this is illegal. You're gonna get yourself caught up somehow. Anyways, yeah. Oh, like I really wanted to come back so super positive. Like, oh my god. My son had just recently gone to Google. Yeah. I don't know. Like I think I'll like hold this off for like the next conversation, but love everybody. Go. Okay, so please leave your advice down below, what you want to hear me talking about or what you want me to talk about, because like I want to give you content that you guys really enjoy. Don't be like, oh yeah, I really want her to talk about this, but I don't feel like I don't think I should ask. No, ask. If it resonates with me, I'll do it. I'll talk about it. So, all right. So, talk to you guys. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, perhaps. If not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. And that'll be it. Okay. Bye. Peace.